everybody, good morning, Blake.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
What are we doing today?
I'm like warm, but my hands are freezing.
Oh, well, if only we had a heated steering wheel.
Yeah. We're gonna go test drive some cars today.
The plan today is we are going to go to test drive a couple cars. We have a list of cars that we want to look at today. Oh, by the way, we're back here in Las Vegas. Over the course of like the past couple days, we've gotten a couple clips here and there of us being in Las Vegas, but no actual storyline. So I'm going to insert those clips right about here. Guys! We're at Costco. So I finished up all of my shopping at Costco. Check it out. We got all kinds of healthy food in here. We got some water, we got some salmon, some spinach, and I'm actually here with McKenna, who went to go get a water cup, I'm pretty sure. We have literally been sitting here just talking of a storm. I feel like we haven't seen each other in so long and there's just so much to update. So it's just kind of like we just keep talking and talking and talking and talking. And it's already getting dark outside. So it's just like crazy, so much going on.
What are you making?
Smoothie.
It's green.
Oh, it's gonna get even more
It's
green.
not a smoothie color.
It's gonna get even more green.
That's disgusting.
Oh, look at all this.
That's
Oh.
disgusting. Even though I did have that on my sandwich.
You did?
That was actually really good.
Today?
No, not no.
Oh.
I didn't even get food today. What is that?
It's our omega-3 supplement.
Oh, okay.
It's orange cream flavored. It's really good. So
okay.
if you guys need an omega-3 supplement, I've talked about this before, but this stuff is legit. It tastes so good.
Actually, it does.
It really does. Oh, smell it. It smells like a creamsicle.
It does,
It's
yeah.
so good.
Isn't that like supposed to be fish oil or something?
It is, I'm pretty sure.
So it doesn't smell fishy?
Made with fresh catch fish oil, fresh pressed flax oil, pure borage oil. Borage oil? Omega-3, 6, and 9 fatty acids in it, which is really good for you to just have that balance. And I'm gonna give you one of these. Probiotic. Yeah.
Okay.
We've been taking these every single time we have a smoothie. I always feel so much better after I take a probiotic and also when I have this. And I feel like my skin is better when I have this.
Yeah.
So I will link both of these in the description bar below if you want them. We just got them on Amazon and they're legit. Oh, we also need chia seeds.
Oh yeah.
I also put chia seeds in it. And I just did this from Costco. This Costco is the best place that I found for chia seeds because this bag is 2 pounds. 2 pounds of chia seeds. I think for like $11 or $13 or something. And chia seeds are not cheap, so that's the best deal I have found. And I'm pretty sure they're organic. Yeah. Organic and they're non-GMO. Look at that color, it's so pretty.
Ew.
Today is like our first real day actually vlogging back in Las Vegas where we have something actually going on. Today, we're going to go test drive a couple cars. What are the cars we're going to test drive today?
Well, right now we're going to Toyota. We're going to look at some stuff there. Possibly a Rav4, maybe a Highlander, maybe even a 4Runner. I don't know, I think a 4Runner would be kind of cool. Well, and then I think we're going to go back to Kia, look at the Sportage, possibly the next trim higher on the Sorentos. The one that we want, the V6 and the all-wheel drive and both packages on the EX version is next to impossible to find. We asked the guy here about it. He's like, yeah, I was looking at our system and like the closest one is 500 miles away. Like we can get it for you, but it has to be like we're bringing it here so you can buy it kind of thing. We're being very particular about the cars that we're looking at. We mentioned a couple vlogs back, if this works out, if the stars align, we're getting a new car. I want this car to be a car that we're going to keep and we're going to love and we're going to use for like a long time. Like that is the goal with this whole car searching. The thing is, the way that we treat our cars, how we use them, we go on road trips a lot. We drive up to Montana a lot. We drive up to Washington a lot. We have the pets, we have the critters. We want to have a family someday. Because we spend so much time in our cars, we have a very particular set of things that we especially want with the car. A very particular set of skills. Yes, a very particular set of skills. The car that we want the most, the one that I think is at the top of our list even now, even still, is the Sorento. But the thing is that the packages that we want included with the Sorento apparently aren't a thing that are included very often at all. And so we're just kind of keeping our options open. We have to find a balance between finding a car that has all of the things that we need and want in it, and also having it be available and affordable. And like I mentioned a couple vlogs back, we have a few cars on our list. Like we have a relatively extensive list. We have a couple Toyotas that we want to look at, which is what we're going to do today.
if we can, yeah. Oh, did we have a Hyundai on our list?
We did.
The Santa Fe, right?
Yeah, the Santa Fe and or the Santa Fe Sport.
We could just get a, what is that really fancy one? Oh yeah, Lotus. Let's just get a Lotus, guys.
Yeah.
We had to have a little In-N-Out break because I'm hungry.
Especially after, like, when we're doing this stuff where we're looking at cars and stuff, it just...
Well, it takes a lot of time and you don't even really realize it until...
Yeah, and then you just get hungry, and which makes you, like... Grumpy and...
Nobody wants to be a grumpy puss. So to recap, we just finished up at the Toyota dealership. At the Toyota dealership, we looked at 3 cars. The first one we really looked at where we could get in it was the 4Runner. What was your overall opinion of the 4Runner?
I liked it. I think it, for what it is, I think it's a very good vehicle, I guess. I know quite a few people that have them. They all love them.
Pros of the 4Runner. You could go off-roading. It has a good amount of space in it.
It's up high.
It's up high.
Compared to the Highlander that we looked at, there aren't as many creature comforts on the inside. It's kind of a trade-off thing. It's one of those cars, like I was saying to Katie, I don't know if it was on camera. We could go buy it today and take it home, and I would open up the back of it and tell Noelle to get in it and have, like, just enjoy it. I wouldn't be like, oh no, you know, you gotta cut your claws, don't scratch the seats.
For me, a pro of the 4Runner would be that it's high off the ground. I liked that it was high off the ground. Cons, for me, it was too utilitarian on the inside. It was just too simple looking. For an everyday car that we use every day, it would be a daily driver. I don't think it would be as comfortable on the inside.
At least for me too, it had a really good amount of space.
Yeah, the space was good.
And
it did have a good amount of space too.
Yeah, back of it is like higher.
It was
like,
kind of nice.
Yeah, you just like throw your
yeah,
stuff,
like it was literally at my hip level. So like we go to Costco or something, you don't have to like bend down to pick the stuff up in the car and then bend down to get it in. Like it's literally at your hip level and you just kind of put it in there, and that would be cool. The second car we looked at was the Highlander. Overall opinion of the Highlander. I liked it. Yeah. Of the 3, I probably liked the Highlander the most. Pros of the Highlander, it was big. I mean, like, it's big on the inside. It's not so big that you feel like you're driving a boat.
It's not like a Suburban.
No. Yeah. We could have kids and we could have pets and we could go camping, and I feel like we'd have enough space to do all of that. That's a pro for me. Cons for me for the Highlander was I felt like it was pretty stiff. That's pretty much it. I just don't know how comfortable it would be overall. I feel like we sat in the 4Runner, I think, and that felt more comfortable on the inside than the Highlander did. That would be the biggest thing for me. It just didn't feel as comfortable.
I liked it. It wasn't too basic for me. It wasn't overly buttons everywhere kind of thing.
Right.
Con-wise, I don't think any cons to it that
were like glaring for you. Yeah. The last car we looked at was the Rav4. Our dealership guy, he was kind of pushing us toward the Rav4 pretty heavily the entire time. Overall, I thought it was okay. Pros of the Rav4 was that, I mean, honestly, I can't really think of any like over the top pros to it, but I also can't think of over the top cons either. It was just a very like mediocre car to me. It felt very similar to the Kia that we're in right now.
It's like the same size basically.
It is.
It's a little bit higher up. I think it might even be like a little bit bigger, but it would feel like that we're buying basically a second one of these.
Yeah, which doesn't really make sense to me, because I feel like what we're looking for is something bigger. Like we want something a little bit bigger than this even. If we wanted to buy a Toyota, it just didn't make sense to go for the Rav4 because of like it would be like buying another one of these cars, which is fine. It's just not what we're going for.
Yeah.
Now that we have a little bit of food in our bellies and we have a little bit of gum in our mouths, we are going to Hyundai because we have more time, and we're gonna check out the Santa Fe and the Santa Fe Sport. We're gonna look at these ones, see how we feel about them, and take it from there. So we just drove the Santa Fe Sport. Pros, I was very comfortable in it. Cons, to me it wasn't very special.
And that's the thing is, seeing them online versus getting them in person,
it's different.
Very bland. I like the Kia a little bit better. The 2.4 just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, it was okay. I liked it. I was very comfortable in it, but it wasn't very special to me. In my opinion, I liked the Kias more that we looked at previously. So I did like the Santa Fe, I think, more than the Toyotas. Only because I just found this car way more comfortable on the inside than any of the Toyotas. At least the ones that we looked at.
Was it you in the seat? Is that what it was?
The seat was more comfortable.
Maybe you just had to adjust it or something. It seemed like...
No, like in the Toyota, the seat itself was stiffer than in the Santa Fe. The Santa Fe, you could squeeze it a little bit and it was like pliable. Like you could it was cushy. I like a cushy seat, I guess is what I'm trying to say. One that is comfortable on long drives. Maybe they're not all like that, but It was okay. It just wasn't like I'm not jumping at the chance to buy it. We just left Kia. We have already looked at a Sportage and a Sorento. We test drove the Sorento. We really liked the Sorento.
With the V6 and the all-wheel drive.
Was that what we test drove?
Yes.
Okay. Apparently the car we are wanting, which originally was the EX with the premium package and the technology package and all-wheel drive and V6, that is like a unicorn car. So we were like, okay, we're just gonna go try out the SX, which is the trim above the EX, because a lot of that stuff is standard on the SX, correct? So that's what we went to Kia to try to do today, just to see it, because we already test drove them. We already knew that we liked the Sorento a lot. We just wanted to see what it was like in the SX. He stuck us in an SX, and what was your opinion of the SX?
It was nice. It's what we wanted. It wasn't all-wheel drive. That was the issue.
Right. It's rather unfortunate because even with the SX, it seems like we still have this unicorn car situation. I don't know. I guess I really liked the car that we sat in today, the SX. I really like the Sorento. The Sorento is still at the top of my list. I don't know. I think that's where we're at right now. How do you feel about all of the car shopping situations?
I think I'm kind of taking Hyundai off my list. The car for that, I'd rather get the Kia for that money.
Well, and that's one of the funny things about the Kia is that for the price you're paying, from all the cars we've looked at and everything we've researched so far, you get so much more car with Kia than you do with pretty much anyone else. I think, honestly, at this point, even though we haven't even looked at all of the cars on our list, I'm pretty set with Kia. And we've had really good experiences with the Kia that we have right now, so might as well just keep going with it, you know what I mean? Look good?
Oh, man.
Yeah, all kinds of food. Oh, I'm so tired. So I think it's about that time to end the vlog. Today we are going to do a comment of the day. Today's comment is from Sophia A. Now that you are back in Las Vegas, can you film more of your meal prep? I just made the recipe for sweet potato sloppy joes that you always talk about Blake loving, and I'd love to learn more of your favorite meal prep ideas. I think that's a great idea because not only will that give me a little bit more motivation to actually do it, but I love sharing that kind of stuff with you guys. So I think that sounds like a fantastic idea, and I'm really looking forward to just doing a lot more meal prep in the first place anyway. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. Bye!